Today, I'm going to share with you my top 5 best-selling woodworking projects of 2025. Coming in at number 5 is these rubber band guns. I just make these out of 1-inch plywood, and you can make so many of these out of just one sheet of it. Here's how I do it. Start by getting any piece of wood. Now we're going to trace out the outline. There we go. Now we'll go cut this out on a bandsaw or jigsaw. Before sanding it on a belt sander, let's make a pit stop at the drill press and drill a 7/8 inch hole. You're going to get a clothespin, and then you're going to glue it to that flat part you made earlier. Let that set to dry. All right, number 4 on our list is black walnut spreaders. Now I usually make these out of my cutoffs from my best-selling woodworking project, and I literally have hundreds of pieces of black walnut, and I can take these and make spreaders out of very easily. There we go. Now we use the belt sander and put like a blade on the... And now 600 grit. To spread butter, jelly, peanut butter, pretty much anything you can think of. Now, most of these woodworking projects, I literally have no plans for. I never trace out those spreaders. I literally just sketch them out, and it makes every one of them unique. All right, coming in at number 3 are my mason jar lid poppers. I also make these out of black walnut, and I can make them out of scraps I made the spreaders out of. Alright, so what we're gonna do is cut like a mouth in this thing. So it's gonna kind of look like this. Now we're heading over here to the belt sander and we're gonna finish shaping it. The spreaders and the mason jar poppers sell all year round, and they're like the simplest to sell. I actually bring them up to a store nearby. I can just put them in a mason jar, have a sign on the front, and that's how I sell them usually. You know what happens when the summertime comes around? Well, yeah, heat and carpenter bees. We'll start by cutting 4 3-inch pieces. Now cut another piece 5.5 inches. Since the board is 5.5 inches wide, that means this will make a square. And then finally, for your last piece, you'll cut a 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch piece. I'm going to be pre-drilling all of our holes because cedar is such a soft wood and I don't want to risk splitting any of it. If you're enjoying the content so far, do me a favor and go down below and hit that subscribe button because I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, and I cannot do that without your help. Is to get a mason jar with a screwable lid on, and then you're going to take that lid and put it right on top and then nail it to it. Now you can take your mason jar and you should be able to screw it on top. Now that woodworking project cannot be sold all year round because it is a springtime or summertime project, and carpenter bees of course are not out in winter. But that is definitely one of my top selling woodworking projects. All right, now I'm going to tell you my best selling woodworking project, the black walnut spatula. And now we're going to move on to 1500, and this should make it very, very smooth. Now that is actually what those cutoffs of black walnut came from. Now I've been selling these for a very long time now, and I actually bring them up to a country store nearby, put them in a little jar, stick them in there, and I've probably sold close to 100 of them. I sell them for $10 a piece, which is a nice happy medium, and that is by far my best selling woodworking project. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, what in the world just happened? My stool just fell. What I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, go to my woodworking playlist. I'll put that on the screen right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.